It's Week 18 of the 2031 season. And coming up next, it's the Jets, reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Jets and the Raiders coming up
EA Sports
next.
coverage of the National Football League is on. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw. Barber, he'll buy some time right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber flushed out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
and the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
He may go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 1. It got his man complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right.
Oh, nice move.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Barber eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Simon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
He's had such a sensational game throwing the football, all those touchdown passes, and then last drive finished it off with a touchdown run. We'll see what he can do here. 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Barber rolling to his right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Back to throw. Barber forced out to his left. Shifts by him, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Barber sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100 yards rushing for the game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Simon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL.
New York set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber, flush to his right.
He finds Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
New York set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Simon.
Now he's into the clear again. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Visitors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he enters his final weekend as the league leader in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been a dynamic dual threat all season long.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Simon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Down the right sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Giants, they've